Welcome back. In tonight's Unfiltered, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office released its latest report this week and said the U.S. Treasury Department will run out of money to pay government bills such as Social Security and military paychecks by the summer unless lawmakers agree on a deal to raise the debt limit ceiling. Dr. Matt Will is an economist at the University of Indianapolis, joins us now to break it all down. Matt, good to see you. Your initial thoughts about this and your response.
Well, it's really not a surprise. I mean, we've added $8 trillion of debt to the national debt since the beginning of the pandemic. And so you can obviously imagine when we're, only well under 20, that adds a significant amount of strain to the national budget.
So the agency also released its 10-year budget and economic outlook, Matt, and was very critical of the increased federal spending, as you mentioned, and higher interest rates. Were you surprised by that they were so outspoken about it?
Not really. I mean, it is a nonpartisan group, as you said. And, when the president came in office, he spent $1.9 trillion in COVID relief. And then he has spent another $1.2 trillion recently on the, Inflation Reduction Act, which really is probably more of an Inflation Creation Act than anything. And it's really just exploded the national debt to the point where we're going to pay more money in interest soon than we actually take in many parts of the economy.
So as we mentioned at the top, the CBO recommends Congress act in order to turn things around. But what can be done?
I don't know if anything can be done because it's really a political issue. And does Congress have the political will to make the tough calls to cut spending? And will the president agree to that? And quite honestly, that's more of a political discussion. And I don't know, but I can tell you that the national debt as a percentage of our gross national product, gross domestic product, that's what we produce, Phil. It has doubled in the last 10 years. That's a pretty dramatic statement. It's over 100% now.
What part of this report, Matt, concerned you the most?
The future, because what we're looking at within the next 2 years through 2024, the percentage of our gross domestic product, the percentage of stuff that we spend, will be 6% will be debt on the debt that the federal government produces, and it's going to be 100% of all the stuff we produce. So we'll owe more money than we're producing, Phil. That's a scary thought.
It's not all bad, though. As you know, the CBO also projected inflation easing by the end of the year, landing under 4% and reaching the Federal Reserve's 2% target by 2026.
It's interesting because these documents were created last week, and then just this morning, the producer price index came out, and it was higher than it's been until all the way back in the summer when the big inflation push became, a reality. So those estimates are probably wrong given the most recent data.
When can we expect to hear from the CBO again?
They come out with reports all the time. Probably when the president submits his official budget, they will score that and then release it to the public. So we'll probably hear something about that time. Who knows when? He's supposed to submit it before the State of the Union address. I'm guessing it's probably going to come out within the next month.
How concerned should we be at home? And your final takeaway tonight, Matt, on this?
Unfortunately, we're a society that likes to kick the can down the road, so we're not going to be too concerned. I don't think people are going to be at all alarmed at this, but we're starting to see the impact of these decisions with inflation, and we're probably going to have more inflation and possibly a recession as a result of a lot of this. So the problems are in the future, but not right now.
Hopefully not. Okay, well, always good to see you, sir. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Dr. Matt Will, University of Indianapolis, thank you so much for coming on Unfiltered tonight, Matt.